This is Proverbs 3 and verse 26. For the Lord Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I'll start by giving our praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
honor better than the Pak, who our God me is.
The brother Nagat.
And I want to give double honors to elders and apostles, a great millstone who teach you well. Peace and blessings to hopeful elect and the ones listening in. And I want to get into a quick lesson. All right, through the Spirit, we're going to title this lesson, Walk with Confidence. Okay? Walk with confidence. Because, one thing that does go around a lot is the doubt demon, man. All right, and that's something that we must, defeat, because if you don't, you allow it to linger within your thoughts and your mental. All right, it will devour you. So we have to walk with the confidence and knowing that the Lord deals with us, man. All right, because you have it sometimes where Jake, may catch hell and go through certain things and question if the Lord really deals with them or not. But ultimately, the hell that you catch shows that the Lord is dealing with you. That the Lord is, chastising you and building you and molding you into the man that you needed to be. So that should boost your confidence with that. That's why the scripture says, rejoice through your temptations, roughly paraphrasing. All right? Because you got to rejoice, man. Give praises to the Lord. All right? When the Lord is, bringing you through hell. All right? Bring you through afflictions, because you know that the Lord is molding you and building you into something better. To someone better. All right, so he could just bring that back real quick.
Right, and the scriptures also say he chasteth the ones he loved.
Yeah.
Right, so that's a good indicator on if the Lord is dealing with you.
Yeah, he chastised the one he loved, man. Because ultimately, when the father disciplines his son, he disciplines him out of love, so he don't mess up again. So that chastisement that the Lord has given us is from love, so we don't fuck up, we don't fall off. Right? We don't bug out. All right, go ahead.
Bringing it back, it says, for the Lord Yahweh shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken.
Yeah, so Lord Yahweh is our confidence, man. Okay, we have confidence in the Lord. All right, that the Lord is dealing with us, that the Lord is here for us. All right, so that to keep our foot from being taken. All right, from falling out, from becoming a bug out. All right, going into different philosophies and doctrines and these different things. All right, the Lord is keeping us, man, and that's the beautiful part about it. So we continue to fight, having that trust and confidence in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. If you can grab John 3 and start at verse 19 in NLT.
This is John 3 and verse 19 in NLT. And the judgment is based on this fact. The Most High's light came into the world, but people loved the darkness more than...
First John, my bad. First John 3 and 19.
Salat. First John 3 and 19. This is First John 3 and 19. In the NLT, it says, our actions will show that we belong to the truth. So we will be confident when we stand before the Most High.
Yeah, so our actions show that we belong to the truth. All right? That's why when in this walk, in this journey, when you're diligent, it shows your belief. It shows, you belong to the Lord, to the truth.
All right, it shows your faith.
It shows your faith.
Because faith without works are dead.
Exactly. So through your actions, that's what shows that you truly believe and have confidence in the Lord. All right? So what we do, we think, and we go through, all right, it all shows our faith in the Lord, and, how we go through the things that we go through. That's what I mean to say. It all shows, our faith and confidence in the Lord, all right, by our actions. You may, that can go into, something may come up where you don't know what to do, But you know, you put it off and you give it unto the Lord and cast your burdens into the Lord, and He deal with it. And that just shows, you know, that action shows that you belong to the truth. You belong to the Lord. You have faith in the Lord. All right, go ahead.
Right. That shows you have faith in the Lord that He'll take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Scripture says pray about everything. And when you do that, that shows the Lord that you have faith in Him and you trust in Him and you give Him everything.
Exactly. You're walking with that confidence, man.
Right.
All right. Because you got to realize, bro, we have the true knowledge. Not everyone has this. We are in the light. The rest are in the dark, man. All right. For someone to be around you and you know, for you to deal with somebody, all right, will be a privilege unto them. All right. Because ultimately the Lord is building up, you know, many saviors, many heroes. All right. So for people to even be around your presence, all right, is a blessing. Okay. For a woman, you know, for you to even deal with certain women is a blessing unto them. Okay? Because you have the true knowledge and understanding and walk with that, bro. You know, don't take pride in it, but, you know, ultimately just have the confidence, all right, in yourself, knowing that the Lord is dealing with you more than He's dealing with the rest. Because the rest of these niggas is going off. The rest of these niggas are in the world, bro. You know, they ain't trying to seek out the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai. They don't think, you know, of, you know, becoming, all right, of the elect number. They don't believe. All right? But we do. Okay? So with that, you got to put on as the elect, man. All right? You got to put on as the elect. You got to do the things that you know the elect would do. All right? According to the scriptures. Okay? And that comes with that confidence, bro. All right? Jake out there, they don't believe. You know, certain Jake don't believe that they're the elect. And because of that, you know, that caused a lot of Jake to fall out. Oh man, I'm not even the elect anyways. I mean, you know, what's the point of doing this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then Jake will fall out, and you know, and more demons will overtake them because of that doubt demon, man. All right, so that's why you always gotta pray. You always gotta continue to stay prayed up, because doubt is always creeping around the corner. Okay, go ahead.
Says, even if we feel guilty, the Most High is greater than our feelings.
And if we feel guilty, the Lord is greater than your feelings. And you know, Jake, you know, we may feel guilty, bro, about certain things. All right, feel ashamed. All right, certain sins, certain things that we did and offenses that we created. All right, we may feel guilty for that, but the Lord is greater than that, man. All right, things that you think the Lord wouldn't even forgive you for, the Lord has already forgiven you for before the foundation of this earth, man. You have already been forgiven. All right, because if you're the elect, it don't matter. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The Lord already know you're sincere and you're genuine, bro. All right, so have that belief, have that faith. You know, Jake got to stop beating themselves down, bro. Sometimes you just gotta, you know, you gotta give credit to where it's due. All right, because when you beat yourself down, you're not giving the Lord credit, bro. All right, when you continuously don't believe that the Lord is dealing with you when He is. You're not giving the Lord the credit and gratitude that He deserves, bro. Mm-hmm. And it's disrespectful because the Lord, like, man, you know, I'm showing you that I deal with you. I'm showing you this and I'm showing you that. All right, and you still doubting. All right? That's like, you know, you get something for Jake and they still crying about, you know, you give Jake all these different things and they still crying about the things that they lacked.
Mm-hmm.
All right? All the things that they don't have or they feel like, you know, oh, man, you know, that your Father wouldn't want to give you another gift. He wouldn't want to continue to gift you with new things because you can't even appreciate the things that the Lord has already given you. All right? And the Lord has already given us this faith. So have confidence in the faith. Have confidence in the belief that the Lord has given you. The fact that the Lord giving you this chance is an honor in itself. All right? So walk with that with confidence, bro. You know? Walk with that with pure confidence and belief in the Lord and trust. All right, let it continuously, you know, just even thinking about it, let it continuously upgrade your faith, man. Mm-hmm. Just thinking about the fact that the Lord has given you this chance and opportunity to serve Him in truth and sincerity, bro. In true genuineness. Okay? The Lord giving that spirit unto you, man. Okay, go ahead.
It says, the Most High is greater than our feelings, and He knows everything. Right? The scripture says, His thoughts are not, or our thoughts is not His thoughts, right? The Lord is greater than our thoughts.
Exactly.
Right? So how we think the Lord thinking or feels
Mm-hmm.
It's not really that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
Go on.
so, the Lord has a greater level, all right? The way the Lord thinks, all right, the way the Lord operates is something that we cannot comprehend no matter what, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because the Lord knows everything. He sees everything. He knows the beginning from the end and the end from the beginning, all right? And that's, that's what makes the Lord, on a whole nother level, all right, than we can even comprehend. Because you still thinking about one thing that the Lord look at as simple, bro. Like, that's been over with. Okay, cool. That's already forgiven, and you're stuck on that. But the Lord, like, man, there's so many other things that you could be worried about, strengthening yourself in, and you worried about this, man.
All right.
This is holding you back from the man that I need you to be. Your sin, your faults that you failed at is holding you back from the man that you needed to become for me, man. And that's what you gotta realize sometimes, bro. When doubt hits, bro, because maybe you fell off in a certain area or a certain way, all right, where you may still linger on it a little bit. That can hold you back in this truth for the longest time ever until you let go of that, bro. Until you let go. It's either you let go of it or you allow it to devour you, bro, and destroy you because of that doubt demon. That's what it does, bro. It uses the small things that you probably failed at, all right, or you went off at, all right, and allows it to continue to linger within your thoughts and linger within your spirit until it breaks your spirit, man, and it breaks you. All right, go ahead.
Says, dear friends, if we don't feel guilty, we can come to the Most High with bold confidence.
So without that guiltiness, all right, we can come to the Lord with that bold confidence, bro, without feeling guilty, without feeling that doubt, without feeling, there's certain things that condemn us, all right, that our heart, condemn us on, we can come to the Lord with confidence, boldly, okay, with a bold confidence, man. And that's what we need. That's what you have to be. You have to be confident, all right, to continue on in this walk, bro. You got to have that confidence, bro, because if you don't, it's going to, allow you to be, all right, overtaken, okay? It says, this is confidence in etymology. It says, assurance or belief in the goodwill, veracity of another, all right? Firmly trusting, bold, to have full trust or reliance, okay? So, assurance and belief in the goodwill, all right, in the gospel, in the faith. You have that assurance, that belief, man. All right, that's what confidence is, bro. That's what you need. All right, ultimately, just faith, man. Trusting in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that the Lord is dealing with you, bro. Okay? That's what, we need and we have to continue to live by. All right? Is being confident within the Lord, all right, and within ourselves, man. Having confidence within ourselves, because you beat yourself up, you look down on yourself, you think you're nothing, you ain't shit, all right. That goes a long way into destroying yourself as well, all right. But you can bring out 2 Corinthians in the NLT as well. We're gonna close out with that. You got anything else you want to add on or say?
No. 2 Corinthians 3 and verse 5.
Yeah, NLT.
This 2 Corinthians 3 and verse 5. It is not that we think we are qualified to do anything on our own. Our qualifications comes from the Most High.
So we understand that our qualification comes from the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't think that we're qualified to do anything on our own. We don't look at it like, oh, I could do this by myself. I could do this by... No, we have the pure confidence in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai that He has given us the qualification. The Lord has qualified us to be able to do this, to be able to do the work. The Lord qualified us, not on our own. All right, and that's where the confidence comes from, is just knowing and believe that the Lord has given us this truth in the first place. So, of course, the Lord is dealing with us. All right? So, you got to continue to stay with that mindset. Okay, the Lord is dealing with me. If I want Him to continue to deal with me, I must do His work. Okay? If I want to continue to do His work, I got to be in the right spirit. And to be in the right spirit, you got to be able to... You can't be in that spirit of doubt. all right? Depression, all these different things, these demons that attack your mind, all right, to linger you or to stray you away from the truth, to stray you away from the Lord, man. All right, so make sure, that's why the scripture says, prepare your soul for temptation, bro. If you come to follow the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, you got to prepare yourself for this, man. You got to know and prepare your spirit, all right, for the demons that it's going to have to face. And you got to fight, all right? You can't just let the demons overtake you and destroy you and devour you and break you, man. You can't allow that to happen, all right? Anything else?
Right, because it's a spiritual battle, man. All right, it's not a carnal battle, right? It's a battle within, right? And you have to lean on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, with full confidence. Right? That's why he gave you the names for. Right? So that was it.
So, with that, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying, just quick, straight to the point, in the spirit. And I want to, close this off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakadash.
Once again, the honor to elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach them well. Peace and blessings to hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.